Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of 3 on 3, a special NHL trade deadline edition on 3 on 3. And who better to discuss than myself, Sam Kasan, and the Devils Radio Network's own Chico, Resch, and Matt Loughlin. Gentlemen, obviously the trade deadline today, official, but trades have been going on for a couple weeks now, and the East really has had an arms race where teams like Boston adding more to their talent pool, Carolina adding more, and Toronto. What have you guys seen from the deal so far?
Well, Boston's the team of the season. And, you would think they didn't need to add anything, but Dmitry Orlov on defense I thought was a good pickup. And Tyler Bertuzzi yesterday, because Taylor Hall could be out for a while, was another one. So Boston only got stronger.
Yeah, Bertuzzi is a quintessential, right, Boston Bruin. He plays with a little bit of an edge, and that's kind of what they do there in Boston, but I agree that he is more a depth move than anything else. Carolina, for the most part, stayed pat. They did add Shane Gostisbehere. They've got a lot of speed. They've been a dominant team for most of the year. Devils are trying to track them down in a playoff race in the Metropolitan Division. I think Gostisbehere will add a little more speed to them. He's matured his game a little bit. He's not going to do much defensively, but he will make that team a little deeper, and that's what it's about at this time of the season, Sam and Chico. It's adding depth just in case, because it's a grind once you get to the postseason.
Yeah, of course, Toronto adding Ryan O'Reilly as far as some more pieces for them, trying to get tougher, stronger as well. But let's talk about the team that everybody wants to talk about. The New York Rangers, who, of course, add Patrick Kane and Vladimir Tarasenko, a couple other pieces. But, Matty, a possible playoff matchup in the first round for the Devils. How much improved are the Rangers?
Well, that remains to be seen, of course, right? They wind up losing the first game with Kane and Tarasenko in the lineup, and that was against Ottawa. But when you add a future Hall of Famer and a guy who's had a career where he scored some goals and has been an impactful player, though not necessarily lately, he should get a little bit of a jump. Yeah, they have put it all in on the offense. They trust their defense. They did get Mikkola in that deal, Chico, when they got Tarasenko as well. But this is about a team of stars, adding more stars. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. You got to find that elusive chemistry.
Well, and these guys are such big stars. They're going to take a lot of the attention. And I know, having gone into the Stanley Cup playoffs, you want to come in thinking it's about the team. And now it's kind of focused on those two. And they got to perform well. Yes, they are deeper on the top two lines, but that still isn't a guarantee that now, just because they've maybe improved skill-wise, that the other parts that really matter when you're going into the playoffs will continue. Maybe it'll disrupt something. Maybe their chemistry won't be the same. We'll have to wait and see.
We will, and all these teams getting better, including the New Jersey Devils, who pick up Timo Meier, of course, in a huge trade, a 9-player deal, but Timo being the big piece, and Curtis Lazar, another addition. So what do you guys like from those two moves?
Well, we were all talking, and we think that the New Jersey Devils made the best move, not just because we work for the Devils. A young guy, Timo Meier, big, strong, is going to add a lot to the top two lines, whoever he plays with, whether it's Nico Hischier or Jack Hughes, but he's a natural goal scorer. And the other thing I like about him, he's never won. I think hunger in the playoffs is huge, and this guy comes in hungry, as the rest of the Devils will be, so he was a perfect fit in my mind.
Yeah, we're waiting to get him on the ice, of course, and that'll be an exciting moment for all Devils fans, but I think that he's a great addition to the club. Now, the Curtis Lazar piece is more of a depth piece. I mean, he was playing on a lower line in Vancouver, but he has some playoff experience. The last 2 years, he played in the postseason with Boston, and you go back to last summer, you remember Fitzy said he wanted to add some of those guys, those experienced guys. He's just going to play a role. He said that when he met the media. He'll take a face-off, he'll play the fourth line, he'll kill some penalties, but he's a guy who's been there, and as he said, it's an entirely different beast. Everything gets ratcheted up, and if he can help some of these young guys kind of weather that storm a little bit, whether he's on the ice or not, just having that experience can't hurt.
Well, we lost Fabian Zetterlund, and he's kind of replacing him, but he's a right winger. He can take faceoffs, won the Memorial Cup, won another championship, so it's not like he doesn't know what it's all about when the games are on the line. So I think it was a nice addition to add depth to the Devils.
So how it all shakes out for the teams in the East, including the Devils, as Matty Loughlin said, time will tell. That'll do it for another edition of 3 on 3. For Matt Loughlin, Chico Resch, I'm Sam Kasan.